You're gonna rest about 2 minutes and you're gonna do your last set of as many reps as possible just to give you that overall failure training. Big, strong, and hard chest? Well, if so, you're in luck, man. I have the perfect workout for you. As most guys get older, they tend to struggle with a flabby chest or the man boobs look. Here's the thing. In this video, I'm gonna give you a phenomenal chest workout, but you need to understand something first. Building a well-developed chest is only one part of the equation. You also need to make sure you're doing the necessary things to keep your body fat levels down. If you're not sure how to eat to get your body fat down to a healthy level, then make sure you go through some of our nutrition videos. We have a ton of great videos on our channel explaining the best eating strategy for older men. With that said, before I get into this actual workout, I want to tell you about our one-on-one coaching program. I created the AMP program about 15 months ago or so, and I've had the privilege of working with and getting to know a ton of amazing men over that time. There are several guys in the group who continue to encourage, motivate, inspire, and help create an accountability component that makes this such a successful program. If this sounds like something you might be interested in becoming a part of, then go to the application link in the description box below, fill out the application, and if I see you're a good fit for the program, then I'll set up a call with you to go over all the details and let you know how we can get started working together as soon as possible. All right, are you ready to blow your chest up, man? Let's get started. All right, I usually like to start with an upper pec exercise. So for what we're gonna do with this workout, we're gonna do a dumbbell incline press. Here's the thing when I look at inclines though. The very first thing you'll notice if you go to any gyms, they're gonna be set with 45-degree angled benches. So what I like to do here, basically this is at a 0 degree here. If you have an adjustable bench, 15 degrees is okay to use when you're hitting your upper chest, even 30, all right? I like 30, I'm gonna use 30 for this workout, but most are set at a 45-degree angle here. The problem with this angle is it puts way too much stress on your shoulders. As an older guy, that's the last thing you need to be worried about. A shoulder injury can set you back for months. You know, it can completely derail any progress that you've made. So typically what I like to do is move this down. Again, we'll do a 30 degree here. This is as high as I like to go when I'm working upper chest. The goal when you're doing upper chest work is also using a neutral or semi-neutral hand position, meaning anytime you're doing barbell work, you're in a pronated position just like this. Hands, palms are away from your body and you're in a fixed position. Once again, that puts a lot of stress on your shoulders. By rotating your hands in slightly, which is why we're gonna be using the dumbbells, when you rotate that in, you're externally rotating that humerus, which is gonna give you more clearance in that shoulder capsule. So it's a little bit safer movement for your shoulder. All right, so this is set at a 30 degree, and now we will get into a working set. All right, so what I did with the dumbbell incline press, I did 3 sets of 10 to 12 reps. So I started there, like I said, just to get a little bit more blood flow in the upper pecs. Now I'm gonna go do a barbell bench press. Here's the thing. You guys that have been following me a long time know I really don't like you doing barbell work, all right? Here's the most important key when I say that though. If you have heavy dumbbells and you can get a great workout with the dumbbells, stick with the dumbbells. However, there are gonna be some of you guys that are a little bit stronger. You tend to max out the actual dumbbells that you have, and you're still required to overload the pecs optimally for that extra chest growth. So for that reason, I still need to do some barbell work. I don't incorporate barbell work every week though. What I'll do is I'll program them in. 1 week I'll do a little higher rep with my dumbbells, and the next week I'll go a little bit heavier weight and lower reps with the barbell work. Couple key things that I want you to pay attention to if you're doing a flat barbell bench press. You want to make sure you are squeezing those shoulder blades together, all right? You're basically retracting the scapula. That's going to keep your shoulders a little more safe. Also depress them. So you're bringing them together and you're depressing. So do that into the bench at the beginning of this movement. You'll see me do that. Also, the last thing is focus on bending the bar. That should be your mindset when you're grabbing the bar. Grab it tight and bend. Obviously, you're not gonna be able to bend this thing, all right? But that's gonna create a little bit of that external rotation that's gonna keep your shoulders safe. So doing those 3 things with this setup, and also maintaining that through the full rep range. The reason I'm saying that, a lot of people will start out that way, nice and safe on the way down, but on the way up, tend to stretch or overreach. You don't want to do that. You want to keep those shoulder blades and the scapula together. So do that when you're doing these. But again, it's okay to do barbell work. I don't want you to think you should never do it unless you have shoulder injuries. If you're dealing with shoulder injuries, or you've had a lot in the past and every time you do barbell work, you feel it getting re-aggravated, then don't do them. Just do some more of my intensity techniques with the dumbbells. Something like tricon training, slow eccentrics, long 5-second eccentrics, explosive lifts. There's a lot of different intensifiers you can use with the dumbbells. But again, if you have healthy shoulders, no shoulder issues, and you're doing this safely, then go ahead and incorporate this into a few of your workouts just to get that extra overload stimulus. All right, I just finished up 3 sets of 8 to 10 reps on the flat barbell bench press. After that, I've done 2 different types of pressing movements. Now we're gonna move on to a cable fly. Here's the thing. A lot of my videos, I like to do high to low to really target the lower pecs. But for this one, I really wanna get the overall stretch. For that, I like to do more of a mid-range. All right here about chest height. So even with the chest, that's where I'm gonna go with this movement. And again, when you're doing cable flies, the reason I like cable flies more than a dumbbell fly, for instance, continuous and that constant tension in the pecs. You also get a really good stretch and really good peak contraction. So slow down the movement here to keep it safe. Keep your core tight when you're doing these. Another thing I like to do at the back of the movement when I'm stretching is rotate my hands out slightly just to really maximize that stretch, and then come back in and hold that peak contraction. All right, I just finished up 3 sets of 12 to 15 reps on that cable fly movement. So now we're moving over to something to really hit the lower pecs. Here's the confusing thing. This is actually called an incline push-up. So my upper body is elevated, but I'm gonna call it a decline push-up because when you say incline in the chest world, it targets upper pecs. Typically, if you're doing an incline movement, it's an upper chest movement. If you're doing a decline movement, it's a lower chest movement, all right? So for that reason, I want you to really think about the push-ups that we're doing. You really wanna stretch at the lower pecs and contract the lower pecs. We've already hit the upper when we did the dumbbell incline. We've already worked the overall mass with the barbell bench press. Then we got a really good stretch on the flies. Now we really wanna hammer out the low. With those, you really wanna focus on getting a nice good stretch. And again, on the way up, really good contraction. All right, on the decline push-ups, you wanna shoot for 3 sets of 12 to 15 quality reps. Once you've done those, now we're gonna finish up with parallel bar dips. One of my all-time favorite overall chest developers. You do really get a good pump in the lower pecs, but you also get a really good full stretch across your entire chest. The goal here is as many reps as possible for 2 sets. So basically, you're gonna do these nice, slow, and under control. Do as many as you can. You're gonna rest about 2 minutes, and you're gonna do your last set of as many reps as possible, just to give you that overall failure training. I'll just do like 12. All right, guys, so this was a phenomenal chest workout. So give it a shot. Let me know what you think in the comment section after you completed this workout. It's a total of about 14 sets. So again, you're shooting for 3 sets of each exercise up until the last parallel bar dip, which is where you really want to max out that failure. So as many reps as you can for 2 complete sets. Also, guys, don't forget to check out my coaching. So we do have a link in the description box below. If you're interested, I would absolutely love to work with you, man. You'll also become a part of an amazing group of men. We got several guys in the program. You get to hear from those guys, talk to those guys. You get to see me weekly. We get to really get to know each other throughout this whole process. But other than that, man, have a great day, and that's all that I got. Get busy, get after it, and God bless.